Good evening, centers. Yes, children, Shillong. I can see Shillong logged in. Who else is logged in? Good evening. Yes, 3 centers I can see. Who are they? How are you? Yes, Itanagar, how are you? Okay. Hi Azwal, how are you? Yes, how are you people? Everybody? Yes, children? Okay, you have new student? Okay, no problem. No issues? Okay. Nice. So what were we talking about in the last class? What was our topic of discussion in the last class? Tell me. Who's going to remind me what was our topic of discussion in the last class? Yes, children. Yes. Shillong. Itanagar. Aizwal. Who's going to remind? Nobody? Why? What happened? You were there in the last class, isn't it? It was a replacement for chemistry class, I remember. We started a new chapter in the last class and I'm going to continue with the same chapter, and obviously I'm going to finish that today. So let us start with the new chapter, the particular chapter what I was continuing with, that is strategies for food enhancement, isn't it? So we did some basic, what we can say is like animal breeding, plant breeding, all those things we have done basic. So there are 2 resources of food, okay. So one is animal resource and other is plant resource. So the animal resources, we thought of many ideas. We thought of inbreeding, we thought of outbreeding, all those things were discussed in the last class. And then today I am supposed to have some controlled breeding experiments discussion with you, okay. So let us start up the class and let me know if you have any problem from the last class. Just message me in the chat box if you think anything is not clear to you. So I'm starting this with controlled breeding experiments. So last topic of what I discussed was interspecific hybridization, and I'm going to continue with controlled breeding experiments. Okay. So what are controlled breeding experiments? Obviously, these controlled breeding experiments, this controls the type of breeding we wish for, isn't it? That is, there's some breeding called as natural method of breeding, and there is something which is controlled. Controlled means human control is over that particular process, and we have classified them into 3 different sections. The first is artificial insemination. What is done in artificial insemination is very similar to reproductive biology that we have, reproductive health that we have done in class chapter 4th of our syllabus. So what is happening over here? Semen from the male is collected. Okay, obviously male means over here we supposedly are doing something which is for animals. Okay, so it is bull, it can be a male animal. So this is exclusively for animal breeding. So we have collection of semen from the male, and that is immediately used, can be either immediately used or it can be frozen for future purpose. If frozen, they are then transported one sec, to various locations. Okay, we can transport them to various locations. Like if suppose for example we need to transfer the semen from the male bull to, so if you consider the transportation of the semen from the male bull from suppose Delhi to northeast, it can be very easily done. Okay, so this is the biggest advantage we are having of this technique. That is, we can transfer, we can collect it, and we can freeze it, and later onwards we can use as our wish. So it can be either transported, and when transported, what we can do is that we have desirable matings are carried. Okay, so this is what is we are having supposedly in the artificial insemination program. So this artificial insemination is actually used to overcome what kind of situations can you say? Overcome several problems. Of normal matings. So under normal mating programs we have different types of problems, different types of issues, but when we talk about the particular programs of this sort, what happens is this is basically going to cover all the problems. Okay, just please copy this down and let me know if you have any confusion. So this is the first program we are having. That is artificial insemination. We have done this in reproductive health chapter also. Yes, let me know Shillong, Itanagar, Aizwal. Do we have any problem? Okay, great Shillong. Very good. Only 2 students are at Shillong. What happened? Where are rest? Where are rest of the children? Yes. Okay, exam. Sort of. Okay, which other center is logged in? Apart from what I can see, Itanagar, Aizwal. Churachandpur. Yes, children, tell me. They're absent. Why? Why are they absent? They're missing out. How would they write their exams? Okay, fine. No issues. Okay, so is this clear to everybody? Is this thing clear to everybody? All of you? Especially since there's a new child at Itanagar Center. Yes. St. Paul's, how are you? Hello. So there's this new child at Itanagar Center. Child, can you understand this thing? So what we are doing is that we are collecting the semen. So semen is basically, you must have studied the human reproduction section. The particular whole thing that is along with the sperm, the whole fluid is said to be semen. So that semen is transported. It is first frozen, and then after freezing it, they are transported to a great distance. Like I can give you example that we talk about the conditions, like in Delhi it is different, in Northeast it is different. So we can use this particular kind of technique in transporting things from one part to another. So what we are running now is basically a chapter which is supposedly for food enhancement. This is your strategies for food enhancement chapter. Okay, this chapter is basically talking about the different kinds of methods we have to increase the food production. So food production has 2 sources, the first being the animals and second being the plants. So we are now talking about how we can give some emphasis on increasing the food productivity on the part of animals. So for a better food production, obviously animals are sources of both meat as well as flesh, eggs, different kinds of things. So what we can have is that we can have these kinds of techniques to improve our breed quality. So this is what is breed quality improvement. So how can we improve our breed quality? This is controlled breeding experiment to improve the breed quality of the animal. The better is the breed of the animal, the better will be the yield. Yield in terms of milk, in terms of flesh, in terms of eggs, everything. So what we need to have good quality animals. Isn't it? That is why our country is running very nicely. Animals, there are many animals. But the techniques what we are following is actually very age old. It's totally unscientific. So we are actually going into the scientific strategies that how can we put this problem into actual communication, and then we can use these techniques in a way to give more enhanced food productions. Okay, child? This is what this chapter is about. So this is controlled breeding experiment. This is what people are doing to improve their food quality. Okay? Fine? Okay, fine. So we are running the classes for your boards. This is in special emphasis with your boards because this is class 12 and you have to pay more attention on boards. So this is more on boards. So I will be giving you some assignments after this. And for every class, the same scenario will be repeated. So the same syllabus, almost same syllabus is for NEET also. So if you are interested in NEET, it's not any compulsion, but if you are interested in NEET, you need to go through all these things. Is it okay? So you need to learn all these things for your boards. First boards, pay more emphasis on boards because yes, your board results are important, but you have to have a backup plan also. That is what after boards. So you need to think about the career options after boards also. So this is a good career option if you have a good knowledge of things going on in the class, going on about the chapter from now onwards itself. You will have a good grasp, and by the time NEET start appearing for NEET, you will be having a strong background. Okay, so this is also very, very important. So this is what is artificial insemination. Good evening, St. Joseph. Okay. No issues, no problem. This was what I was discussing. Please copy it down and let me know if there is any problem. So what we were discussing is, we're talking about strategies of food enhancement. Let me revise for the latecomers. So we have strategies, different strategies are followed, and one of the part of strategy is controlled breeding experiment. So the first program what we have under controlled breeding experiment is artificial insemination. What happens in this is that we collect the semen from the male animal, and this is can be immediately used or can be frozen, both of them. And this frozen semen is then what done with it is that it is transported to long distances. Like I gave you an example that it can be transported from Delhi to Northeast or from Northeast to Delhi. It's as easy as that. Okay, done? Did you copy everything? Any issues? Any issues? Let me know please. Itanagar, St. Joseph. Any problem? Any issues? Icewall, Shillong. Shillong can give me a thumbs up if it's clear. Yes. Please copy it down. Those who are late. Yes, Shillong. Clear? Yes. You are new, child? You are new? The boy on the floor, obviously sitting in the front. You're new? Since long I'm seeing only girls in the class. So it's after a long time I'm seeing you. Are you new? Okay, then you must have started coming after a long time, is it? Did you miss many classes? Did you miss many classes? I guess yes. Oh, and how are you going to cover it it, cover up, watch all the videos and let me know if any problem on the group. Okay, what's your name? Okay, Alvan. Just make sure you're not missing out a huge part. Just look for the videos and let us know also in case of any problem. Okay, just feel free to ask us questions. Okay, fine. Please be seated. Okay, rest of the centers, please let me know if there is any problem. The new child at Itanagar, are you clear about this? Yes, since it is your first class, you must be feeling a little lost, but trust me, it's very easy. The chapter is very easy. Just trust me. Okay? Don't feel lost. It's okay. Okay. So can I move ahead? Yes, children. Yes, I am moving ahead since there is no response from your side. So the second thing what we can do to increase our productivity, isn't it? Control bidding experiments. What we can put into control bidding experiments is number 2 from our side is MOET. MOET stands for multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology. So this is multiple ovulation. So what thought you have when you hear this term multiple ovulation? Obviously there must be many ova forming at the same time. So what happens in this is that we would be using a cow, since we are very much interested in increasing our milk yield. So we would be using a cow and we will be giving the cow FSH-like hormones. Any idea why FSH-like hormones? Any idea? Anybody? Yes. Shillong, St. Joseph, St. Paul, Itanagar, Aizwal, Churachampur. Any idea why? Any idea? Ramthar is connected? Ramthar Center? All of you, any idea why FSH-like hormones? Let me see how much you remember from human reproduction. Anybody? Yes. Anybody? Why FSH-like hormone? Nobody? How? How is this going to work? Yes. Very good, St. Paul's. Nice. Yes, children, try. Try hard. Shillong, please answer. This is a very easy question. Don't be hesitant. Write whatever you know. There is no negative marking for the same. Yes. Itanagar, St. Joseph, Shillong, Aizwal. Yes, come on. Churachandpur. Tell me. Yes, quick. So I got a very good answer from St. Paul's. Very good. Keep it at St. Paul's. So FSH-like hormones, what they do is that they produce not a single but many ova at the same time. So you would be having many ova at same time. So if you are having many ova, what is going to happen? What is the advantage? Obviously, there will be more embryo formation, isn't it? Yes, Kohima. Okay, won't be able to respond. You can talk to me on your WhatsApp groups. Okay, no issues. You can just connect to me on the WhatsApp group we have. I will be logged into that so that I can see you people. You can answer me, even ask me questions. Okay? Okay, fine. Just talk to me on the WhatsApp group. So we have what? We have cow. Cow is given FSH-like hormone, and these FSH-like hormones, what they do is that they produce many ova instead of one. So the cow will be producing many ova. So what is the advantage? How many ova? Many ova means how many ova? Not 100, 200, but only 6 to 8. Okay, not many. Many means it is okay. So Koima, is your camera working? Yeah, 6 to 8, 5 to 8, same thing. Not much of issues. Now this cow is mated with, this superovulated cow is mated with elite. Elite means very good. Elite bull, or it can be artificially inseminated. Just now we saw what was artificial insemination. Okay, and once artificially inseminated, what happens is there will be fertilization. This all story we know, isn't it? Fertilization, then zygote formation. After zygote formation, what would happen? Yes, there would be a stage of 8 to 32 celled. We have discussed all these things in the earlier chapters. And this is basically, so when you have many, so this is like ovum is produced in the number of 6 to 8. So you will be having many zygote. Many means 6 to 8 zygote. Now all those zygote will start development. We have seen all these things in human reproduction. So they start development. They start to divide and their number increases, the cell number increases. So the 8 to 32 cell stage will be isolated, will be recovered non-surgically. So we are not going to sacrifice the cow for the same. We're not going to kill the cow for the same. But what we'll be doing is that we would be collecting this is morula stage actually. This is recovered from the, obviously not to forget, recovered non-surgically from the cow and transferred into many surrogate mothers. So you know what is surrogate mother, isn't it? So this actually makes the main animal, okay. So we have selected this cow because this cow is actually elite. This cow is having a very good property. It must be, obviously, if it's cow, it must be good milk. So they have good milk yielding property. So what we have done is that we have taken the cow who is biologically very superior breed, and then we mated it with again the elite bull. This elite bull again must be having some superior properties like disease resistance or must be some other thing. So they are all undergoing this process, the whole process, and after this what we do is that we use a surrogate mother because 6 to 8 embryos will not develop in a single cow. So what we need to do is that we need to take all the embryos out, put into 6 to 8 surrogate mothers, and those surrogate mothers would be acting as a source of development of those embryos. So surrogate mothers only give their uterus. Okay, they only give their womb for the development of the fetus, but never have the genetic inclination or genetic sharing, gene sharing with the upcoming fetus. So the biological parents are different and surrogate mother is different. Biological parents are those who are actually having the contribution in the chromosomes of the particular embryo, and this is what is basically surrogate mother. Surrogate mother is having the whole scenario very different, that is they are only having the uterus, it's like 1 or 2, not more than 1 or 2. In one single cow's uterus, 1 or 2. 2 is maximum, although I have seen very rare cases where a cow is giving birth to 2 calves. But yes, I have seen one obviously, because it's a big animal, isn't it? It's a big animal. So we need to have more space for development. So they don't produce in litters. Litters is like 3, 4 children, 5, 6 children at the same time. They can produce like dogs, cats. They produce in litters. Rats. Okay, but cow does not produce in litters. They actually produce, maximum times I have seen 1. Might be 2 in some rare cases. Okay, just like humans. Okay, fine. So can we proceed further? Let me know. Did you copy everything? Yes, Shillong, St. Paul, St. Joseph, Kohima. Yes, Kohima. Children, talk to me on the WhatsApp if you have any issues, please. Yes, in any case, if you have any problem, all the centers, you can talk to me, you can chat on with me, but yes, I need a prior intimation so that I can keep my mobile handy. Otherwise, it might be in my bag also many a times. So just let me know whenever you have a problem at net connection, we will have an access to our WhatsApp groups. Okay, fine. Yes, Itanagar, Shillong. Can I proceed? Everybody, all the centers. So I can see St. Paul, Kohima, Shillong, St. Joseph, Aizawl, Churachandpur. Who else is there apart from this? Yes. Am I missing out some name? Let me know, please. Am I missing out on some name? No? Sure? Ramthar? Are people logged in? Yes, no? Okay. So this is one of the best techniques we can use. This is thought to be very, very good technique that is actually used. So let us see the animals we can use for these particular kinds of breedings. So this technology can be used to have what? Cattle, sheep, rabbits, buffaloes, and mares. Mares is like the horses. Okay. And what kind of things we can have? We can have high milk yielding varieties of females plus high quality lean meat. You know what is lean meat? Yes, you have. Do you know what is lean meat? Yes, children, do you know what is lean meat? Anybody? From any of the centers? Yes. Do you know what is lean meat? No idea. What is lean meat? Wait for the response. Then we can have high quality lean meat yielding bulls have been produced. No idea. Lean meat is a meat which is very, very scanty, very less fat content. So if a meat quality is thought to be good because of its fat content. So this is having less of fats. Lean meat. Like you must have heard the fish meat. Exactly. Very good, St. Paul's. So this is basically less fat. I got an answer from St. Paul's. I will add. I missed out this point. Less fat, but more protein. So this is more healthier. You must have heard the best of the non-vegetarian food source is fish. Isn't it? In Northeast, I know you people are very good at those things. So fish is, I know, almost a very like everyday usable kind of food item you people use. So fish is thought to be the best source of many of the good fats. So there is like saturated fat, unsaturated fat. Saturated fat is basically the fat which is more in animals but less in plants. Like we have more of saturated fats, but unsaturated fat is thought to be the good fat, and fish is one of the exceptions which is having very high amount of unsaturated fat. So unsaturated fat is very good for our health, and that is why fish is thought to be the most consumable, it's most beneficial non-vegetarian source of food. So followed by fowl, chicken, and then comes the other animals. So the category how like mammals, they have a very rich quantity of saturated fat, and they are thought to be not so healthy. So this is a technique where you can actually put down the fat content and increase the protein content. So you can make the harmful flesh eatable, or you can make it less harmful. Okay. Good evening, Senapati. You're late, very late. Okay, fine. So shall I proceed? Are we clear up to this? Yes. Are we clear up to this? Everybody? Yes. How are you, Senapati? Okay, all of you share your attendance once. All the centers. Just copy this down and say share your attendance, everybody. All the centers. Apart from Senapati, nobody has. Just share your attendance, please. Quick. Now, we'll move ahead with beekeeping. Okay, nice. Okay. Heavy rain. Okay, fine. Okay, and who is heavy rain? Who is present at St. Paul Center? There is one from NEET, there is one from Z, and there are 3 heavy rain. Okay, go to Champur. Yes, Shillong. Just write it over there, please. 3. Just mention 3 over there, Shillong, please. Attendance. Yes. One of you. Thank you so much. Okay. Fine. So I'm moving ahead with beekeeping or apiculture. So how many of you have seen beekeeping or apiculture? Just raise your hands. How many of you have seen beekeeping or apiculture? Have you? Have you seen? No? Okay, fine. No issues. So what is beekeeping or apiculture? It is maintenance of hives. So beehives. By hives I mean beehives of honey bee for honey production. So you will be producing a huge amount of honey by keeping those beehives. Yes, Senapati. So how do you find it? Nice. This is an age-old cottage industry. Cottage comes in small scale industry. This is an age-old cottage industry. And why do we prefer honey? Any reason? Because honey is having high nutritive value, as well as it is used in indigenous medicine system. So use honey in indigenous medicine system. So what does honeybee gives you? Any answer? Honeybee gives you, apart from honey, it also gives you beeswax. And how do you use beeswax? You use it in cosmetics and polishes, isn't it? The use of the beeswax. Yes, face cleaner. Beeswax is a face cleanser. I never knew this thing. Okay, fine. I don't know. It's, yes, really? Which brand of the face wash? Face cleanser or face wash? What is it? I don't know. Okay, fine. So honeybee is producing beeswax as well as honey. So it's said like if you go across many of the research articles, research papers, it is said that if like all the honey or honeybees from the earth, they are disappearing. Okay, if they are disappearing, the earth won't be existing for too long. Why? Because they are the major pollinators. So before thinking of honey and beeswax, what we should think is about the pollination section. So pollination is a very, very important process that is basically carried out by honeybee. So honeybee is thought to be the largest pollinator group of insects, and that helps us in getting all the things what you can see around, whether it is good food, it is good fruits, vegetables, everything. That is because of pollination. Okay, fine. So shall I move ahead with the next process? Tell me please. Can I move ahead with beekeeping? Did you copy up to this? Yes, children. Let me know. Yes, child at Itanagar, the new child at Itanagar, are you getting? Yes, this is also used in making candles. Good. So shall I add it? Okay, I will be adding it. Okay, Senapati, Katsi Senapati, it's candles. Senapati is telling me. Yes, eyes all. Okay, very good. Just copy and let me know if it has been done. Ah, very good. Yes, Shillong can just give me a thumbs up. Okay. Ah, very good. Nice. So, and the new child at Itanagar. Child, are you understanding? What's your name? Yes, the new child at Itanagar. What's your name, child? What is your name? Okay. In the meantime, you type your name. I will be just moving a bit ahead. Okay. And let me know if you are understanding also or not. So what is beekeeping? What is the basic criteria you need to keep in mind before keeping a beehive? So the first and foremost thing, this can be practiced. In any area. You can practice this in any area. Okay, trust me, you can actually. So this can practice in your neighborhood also. This is a very good industry. Trust me. You need a little bit of training. Obviously, you should be sure the bees are not biting you. Okay, they're not stinging you actually. But this can be practiced in any area. Given the fact, number one, what's the fact? With sufficient pastures. Pastures means greenery, vegetation. So it should have flowers, isn't it? We know that honeybee goes to the flowers for its nectar. Then it, in the meantime, what does it do is that pollination also. Then you will be getting all those things of your interest also, like honey and beeswax after this process. So you need to have good pastures, means many flowers around them. So you should be putting them in fruit orchards. You can keep them along any kind of crops that you are cultivating for the season. It can be anything, cultivated crops like maize, mustard, any kind of thing. Okay, and then it can be kept where? At many different places, like can be kept in courtyard. This is you, courtyard, your veranda, and your roof also. So if you are having a terrace, you are having a roof, you can keep them over there also. So this is bees keeping. Now, what we have to understand that this does not require a lot of labor. It does not employ a huge group of people, not labor intensive. That is, We don't need many manpower. Manpower is not needed. We don't need many people. So we didn't require manpower for the same, that we have to employ 15 people for this purpose. We don't have to do those things. Okay, and the most common species that we are having in India is Apis indica. So Apis indica happens to be the most common species of the honeybee found in India. Done with this? Clear? Any problem up to this? Just let me know, please. In case of any problem, please let me know. Clear with everything? Sorted? So I will be giving you some questions in the next class that have appeared in different exams, like for every of the state boards as well as for CBSE. We will be discussing some questions from state boards and CBSE from this chapter in the next class. Okay? From state boards, like Nagaland has their different state board, Mizoram has different state board, isn't it? All of these states, they have different state boards. And some of them, they are following CBSE also. So you will keep in mind, and we will discuss questions from each of these state boards as well as from CBSE. Previous year questions. So make sure you are attending the next classes. It's going to be important. Okay, fine. It's clear, I guess. All the centers. Senapati, Shillong, Chuachandpur, Itanagar, St. Paul, St. Joseph, Aizwal. Everybody. Yes, children. Clear? Kohima. Do we have Ramthar logged in? Okay, children. Very good. Keep it up. So now I'm moving ahead to beekeeping. So what is the beekeeping secret? So I'm going to share the whole secret with you. You can start this industry at the earliest. Obviously, after doing your class 12, you can think of. So this is easy. And it requires some specialized knowledge. Obviously, there are many government agencies that would be, since it is a cottage industry, so you have many support from the government. So you have specialized knowledge. So you can do these things in the part-time. Okay. Otherwise professional, but by interest, a beekeeper. Sounds good? So there are many organizations, many NGOs, government agencies that can help you teach beekeeping. Okay, so let's talk about the essential points, just to escape its sting in case it can sting us. Okay, you can be double your size. So essential points for beekeeping. So let's talk about the first essential point quickly. Just let me know if you miss out something, you're not copying, just let me know about it, please. First thing is about I need to know the nature of the bee. Plus habits of bees. It might sound a bit of like off-track thing, but yes, you need to know about the nature of the bee, about the habit of the bee, that what kind of bee you are going to have for the beekeeping purpose. So if it's a bee who likes to have rose nectar, you cannot feed it sunflower. That's the main thing. Okay, and many more issues. So you need to have a good knowledge, good background about the bees you are going to select. Then you have to select a good location. Obviously, suitable location means it should be near to the pastures, near to the cropland, near to the fruit orchards. It should not be too, it should not be placed in the rain. So all these things, they determine that yes, location should be good. Number 3, they should know catching, isn't it? The beehivers, they catch. Senapati people, they told me they have seen beehives. So they must have seen catching and hiving. Hiving is basically the process in which they clean up the whole bee, they make them escape, and they collect all the bees wax and the honey from the hives. So it's an artificially synthesized beehive. They do the same to collect all these things. Hiving of the swarm, you must be aware, swarm is a group of bee. SWARM. That is beehives. And the 4th thing what we have is handling and collection of honey plus beeswax. So you should know all these things. You should know catching and hiving, suitable location, nature and habits. Is it clear? Everybody? Yes, Shillong, Itanagar, Senapati, Churachandpur, St. Paul, St. Joseph, Aizawl, Kohima. Yes, Itanagar. Clear? Yes, I will be doing that St. Paul's from the next class. Yes, I know. These are 2 classes. I will be doing that in the next class for health and disease as well as this chapter. I know that thing. Okay. So come prepared in the next class. We'll be discussing many things. Okay, fine. Yes. Point 3 is not clear. Suitable location. Senapati, suitable location I mean to say is you should have a good access to different flowers over there in those regions. Okay, you should be having good access to different flowers in those regions. So that is what is called as good location. Okay. Fine? Okay. So next class, buck up for question sections. Question from state boards, question from CBSE, few questions from NEET if you are interested for NEET exam. Okay, so we will be having brainstorming session in the next class. Okay, fine. Let me continue. We talk about bees. So, what are bees? Bees are pollinators of what? Sunflower. What is brassica? Anybody? What is brassica? Brassica is mustard, apple and pear. Okay, so these are the typical plants which are pollinated by bees. Fine. One more thing about beekeeping. Beehives keeping. So, in crop fields, during flowering period, increases the pollination. efficiency plus improving the yield of honey and crop. Yes. Yes, please, all of you share your attendance. I requested you earlier also, please. Let us know your attendance. Okay, we have to put that on LMS. Please. Okay, yes. So, bee keeping in crop fields. So, if you are keeping, I will find out that Kohima, the reason for that. Don't worry. Let me ask people why is it happening so. Okay, don't be worried. Now, what we have is that now if you are keeping your beehives in the croplands, so what advantage you are having? You are having double advantage. Okay, the deal is double. How? You are going to get good honey because your crop fields, they are having lots of flowers, and those flowers, they are going to give you lots of nectar. So, lots of nectar means obviously lots of honey. So, you are going to have a good honey yield. But when you talk about the yield of the crops, so I told you earlier also that bees are what? Bees are the pollinator of these plants, isn't it? They pollinate these plants. So I told you this thing that they are very important in ecosystem as a pollinating agent also. So when they are pollinators of these particular plants, so obviously what would happen? The yield of these plants are also going to increase because more is the pollination, more will be fruit formation, isn't it? Because we all know that fruit is what? Fruit is basically the structure which has seeds in it, and seed is the future of a plant species. So they are having double advantage. We will be having double edge over it, that we are going to have good honey and good crop also. Good honey because of many flowers, and good crop because of good pollination done by the honeybees. Okay? Anybody else to share their attendance? Please update your attendance, all the 7 centers. Please update your attendance. Everybody. Okay. So we have this advantage of beekeeping. So let me know if there is any problem. Any problem up to this? So we will do a question, small question, since there was a request from St. Paul's. So we'll do a common question. Species of bee common in India. St. Paul's, wait for the question. Okay, now answer this question. Okay, thank you all of you for updating your attendance on the LMS. Thank you so much. Yes, Kohima. I will ask this question, no need to worry about it. Okay, don't worry. I will ask you a question, I will convey this, Ruby. Okay, fine. So, yes, what is this eyes wall? What are you sending me? Okay, fine. Shillong, get up, answer. Yes. Okay. Yes, please. Thank you so much, Shillong. So nice of you. Yes, I'm on the WhatsApp. If any of your chat boxes are not working, you can talk to me on the group also, like Kohima is doing. Yes, very good. So it's very nice. Everybody, Churachandpur, Iceball. Iceball? Okay, fine. Iceball, Senapati, Kohima, nice. Everybody. Very good. Keep it up. I did not get any answer from St. Joseph. Yes, children? Where is the answer? It's a very easy question. Please send me the answers for the same. Please. Yes, children? Okay, very good. All of you keep it up. Can we have one more question? Shall we have one more question? What do you say? Can we have one more question? No? Yes? Okay, let's see. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. Churachandpur, think about your answer, please. Aizwal, think about your answer, please. Comment Mizo High School, think about your answer. Yes, quick. Quick, quick. Be fast. All of you. Shillong. Yes, thank you so much. So sweet of you. Aizwal, no. You have to increase the breeding of the animals, isn't it? So, what strategies did I teach you today? This question is from today's class only. What strategies did I teach you today? Just go across the notes which I taught you today. Yes, very good. Think more, Aizwal, think more, analyze more, don't be in hurry. Analyze the question nicely. Yes. I will. Where's your answer, Shillong? I cannot see your answer. I can see the break request. Where's your answer? Okay, fine. No issues. I will be giving you break. No issues. I was supposedly going to give you break after completing fisheries section. The whole animal breeding section would have been completed. Yes. Yes, I can see your answer. I was just kidding. Yes, see, all of you, this is what we did in today's class when I started the class. See, this is controlled breeding experiment, isn't it? I'll be leaving you at 6. I cannot leave you early, St. Paul's. I will be leaving you at 6. Okay. Wait. So this is artificial insemination, controlled breeding experiment. Everybody, look over here. So artificial insemination as well as MOET. So what we have is, we basically have both the techniques very well applicable. So you can apply either of the techniques, or you can obviously apply both the techniques to breed the animals in a very, very efficient way. So okay, I'm sorry, this is D. Yes, so the correct option is D. Okay, I will be teaching you fisheries, then question, then break. Okay, this is the sequence of class before the break segment. So this first start up with fisheries. So I did this thing in the last class, but let's do it once again. This is catching, processing, selling of what? Fishes, shellfishes, or aquatic animals. Aquatic animals can be anything. It can be a lobster, it can be an oyster, octopus, it can be anything, crab. So we have many freshwater fishes. What are the freshwater fishes we have? We have katla, we have rohu, and we have common carp. What aquatic animals can we talk about? Yes, we can talk about many aquatic animals like edible oysters. So edible oysters are not pearl oysters, okay? Mind it. Edible oysters are different and pearl oysters are different. Edible oyster, you can have prawns. So how many of you like prawns? You can have crab. You can have lobster. Okay, so these are the typical animals that are called as aquatic animals. Okay? Clear with this? All of you? Yes, children? Copied? Shillong? Copied? Everybody? So let's do a question and let's move ahead. Yes, St. Paul's. Did you copy this? Everybody? Good. So how many of you can find out the freshwater fishes? Just now I have taught you this. Yes. Very good. Very good, Senapati. Very good, Aizwal. Very good, Shillong. Very good, Kohima. Yes, St. Paul's. Nice. So, what about other centers? I got only 4 responses. Yes. St. Joseph? Yes, St. Joseph, please let me know. Itanagar. Children? Chulachandpur? You are asking a question. Where have you gone? Yes, here you come. Yes. Okay, nice. Very good. So the common fishes, freshwater fishes are katla, rohu and common carp. That gives you a third option. Okay. Quickly go for a 5 minutes break. We will reassemble at 5:13. Sharp 5:13. Be quick. Yes. Can we start the class? Everybody. So, just now we were doing what? We were doing the fishery section. And in that fishery section, we were talking about some of the freshwater fishes. We talked about aquatic animals. What aquatic animals can we use? We can use edible oysters, prawns, crabs, lobsters. So when you're talking about all these animals, their products, they are said to be what? They are said to be fishery. So if freshwater fishes and marine also, isn't it? So let's see the names of marine water fishes which are edible. So the rest of them, that is hilsa, sardines, mackerel, and pomfret. All these are edible fishes from the marine part, that is from the sea water. So what is the importance of fishery? We are like, why much so emphasizing on fishery? What is its importance? Let's see what is the importance of fisheries. So it provides two things. Provides what? It provides income and employment. So what is it about? It is about income. So if I want to have a good income, this again is a very good source of money. Is it? Yes, it is. So, and employment as well. So what we can do is that, what you can do to increase the productivity? So you can have two things. We can have aquaculture as well as pisciculture. So what is aquaculture and pisciculture? These are the techniques to develop the fishing industry. They actually develop fishing industry. Okay, so you have to do aquaculture, you have to do pisciculture. When I talked about both the things together, what term we can use is, we can use blue revolution. So all of us have heard green revolution, that is when crop plants are grown in very huge number. It's called as green revolution. Then comes the blue revolution, where we will talk about the basic roles of fishery. There is silver. Silver revolution talks about egg production, and white revolution about milk production. So you have different kinds of revolutions for increasing the productivity of all the areas, in all the areas. Done? Did you copy? Everybody, all the children, all the centers? Yes. Did you copy? Be fast. All of you. Yes. Copied everybody? I'm moving ahead. Just let me know in case you did not. So blue revolution is for increasing the productivity of aquaculture and pisciculture as a whole. Now talking about the next thing, we'll start up with a new topic, that is plant breeding. So all about animal breeding has been done. We did animal breeding. Now we are supposedly doing plant breeding. So what is plant breeding? This is a technique, isn't it? This has helped in increasing yields to a very large extent. To a very large extent. So we have that yield increase to a very large extent, and that is said to be what? That is said to be plant breeding. Okay? Sorted? Now this plant breeding is basically a technique from Green Revolution. So this green revolution has been, let's see once more, plant breeding helped in increasing the yields to very large extent. So we are having today very good plant breeding techniques, and those techniques have actually made our yield to go to a very, very high extent. Okay. Shillong, there are 4 children at Shillong? Okay. Fine. So we are having this particular technique to increase the yield to very large extent. And green revolution is dependent on what things? It is dependent on plant breeding for development of high yielding, disease resistant varieties of wheat, rice and maize. So these are the advantages of plant breeding. Is it? Okay, clear up to this? Now when we talk about plant breeding, we talk about many more things also. So this is basically manipulation, purposeful. So what you are trying to do is that you are trying to mix things. Manipulation is what? You are trying to mix, you are trying to take out, you are trying to put in, you are doing various kinds of permutation combinations to get your desired results. So you are purposefully manipulating the plant species. Why? Why are you manipulating the plant species? In order to create desired plant types. What kind of desired plant types? What is your desire? Obviously, there must be desired plant types which are having, number one, they are suitable for cultivation. So if you want to grow a crop in arid region like Rajasthan, you cannot use a crop from Meghalaya, isn't it? Meghalaya is the wettest place on the earth, so you cannot use a crop from Meghalaya to grow in arid region of Rajasthan. So Rajasthan is arid, it's desert. So you cannot grow a crop from Meghalaya into Rajasthan and from Rajasthan into Meghalaya also. So you should be aware about the plant types, that is it suitable for the particular kind of climatic condition of that area. So suitable for cultivation. And obviously, what is cultivation? Suitable for cultivation. So if you are doing day and night work, you need what? You need good yield. You need good production. You need good kind of money out of it, isn't it? Because you are putting very high efforts. And it should be desired, having desired resistance from the disease. So if a disease is widespread in an area, it should be disease resistant also. So you're talking about 3 things. It should be what? It should be, number 1, suitable for cultivation, desired plant types. Number 2, it should give good yield. And number 3 should be disease resistant. So we are talking about all these things when on term we talk about plant breeding. So plant breeding experiments are casually growing on throughout the country to have the best plant type according to that region according to that area. Okay, there's a fly disturbing me. I guess it does not want me to continue the class. Okay, fine. So, just let me know when you're done with copying. Everybody done with copying? Yes, children? Yes, I can. Sure. This page? Shillong children? Let me know which page. Next. Okay, this page. Okay, do it please. Copy it. Yes. Next, rest of the centers. Let me know if you are done with copying. Are you clear with the idea of plant breeding now? So you are doing what? You are doing purposeful manipulation. So whatever is done purposefully. It's not random. Random is what is taking place in nature. Okay, the pollination of by bee is random. We don't know what is, like from where the particular gene, what kind of gene they are carrying. But when you know about purposeful, means you are actually planning everything on your end, that this is the plant X and this is the plant Y. Now I want the pollen of X to fertilize the stigma of Y or ovum of Y. This would be purposeful manipulation. So if I want to grow a crop in, suppose, I guess, Uttar Pradesh. Suppose I want a crop in Uttar Pradesh, which is to be sugarcane crop. Okay, Maharashtra sugarcane is thought to be the best in the country. So if I want to grow a Maharashtra sugarcane kind of variety in Uttar Pradesh, what I will be doing is that I will take some qualities from the UP sugarcane and I will take some qualities from the Maharashtra sugarcane. I will create a hybrid, and at that hybrid I will be using that to grow in Uttar Pradesh, so that it can have that capability to grow in Uttar Pradesh as well as have that sweetness of Maharashtra. Okay, am I clear? Everybody? Is it clear? All of you? Just let me know if it is clear. Okay, very good. So the desired plant should have what? It should be suitable for cultivation, good yield, and should be resistant to diseases. Disease resistance should be there. Very good. Yes, Shillong. Nice. Okay. So I'm moving ahead with the next thing. The steps of this particular process. Okay. So the first step is you need to collect the variability. Like I gave you example that one is from Uttar Pradesh, other is from Maharashtra. So I must have traveled across the country to collect all the variations. So I will start from Kashmir, I will go to every state, Kashmir, Haryana, Punjab, okay, down in the east, okay, Jharkhand, Bihar, West Bengal, the 7 sister states. I will be going to all the places and I will collect all the, what? I will collect all the variability. In the meantime, I will be coming to your places also. So you will help me out in that. So you have to collect variability. That is, what kind of different variety. Suppose I am talking about rice, isn't it? So 7 sister states, they are growing rice, all these states. So what kind of rice is grown in the 7 sister states? Arunachal must be having some different variety of rice compared to Nagaland. Nagaland must be having some difference compared to Mizoram, isn't it? Similarly, all the places, they have some specialty. So I will be collecting all the variations and I will be calling it what? I will be calling, since it is genetic, I will be calling it germplasm collection. So this is germplasm collection, the important step, the first step. All the variations will be collected. Okay. So variability means what? This is the entire collection of diverse alleles for given, alleles for genes in a given crop. So if you're talking about height, all the alleles of height. If you're talking alleles are the different forms of same genes. Like some of us are tall, some of us are average, some of us are dwarf. So basically alleles are different forms of same gene. Like some of us have curly hair, some of us have straight hair, isn't it? Some of us have wavy hair. So the quality of hair, the texture of hair is gene, and alleles are straight, curly, wavy. So different forms of same gene is called as allele. What is allele? Alleles are different forms of same gene. So if it's height gene, the tall and dwarf are two alleles of the height gene. Yes, they are always present in homologous chromosomes. So different forms of same gene is called as allele. Clear? So this was my first step. I'm going to collect all the germ plasm. The second step what I will be following is that I will be evaluating and selecting parents, that what I need. Obviously as the parents are, similar will be the offsprings. So what you do over here, you actually identify plants with desirable characters. As I told you earlier also, like I gave you example of sugarcane from UP and Maharashtra. You will identify plants with desirable characters. You will be then selecting the selected plants. Or multiply it. Used in the process of hybridization. So you are going to do this step. This is what is called as evaluating and selecting. So you need to select a plant, and after selecting the parent plant, what you need to do is that you need to multiply them. Once you multiply them, you will be using them in hybridizing. So I told you an example, give an example. You have to hybridize the qualities of UP and Maharashtra sugarcane into one sugarcane, and that will be suitable to grow in UP. Okay? Clear, everybody? Can I proceed ahead? Now once you are starting with hybridization, you will be doing is cross hybridization. What is cross hybridizations? Hybrids are produced using desired plants. So you will be using, yes, means crossing them only, exactly. Hybridization means crossing them only. So you are actually using and producing hybrids. Okay, you are using this to produce hybrids. Now you have produced hybrids. The first step was initiation. The second step, that is C, is the completion of the, now you have a hybrid. Now if you have the hybrid, what you want to do? If I am telling you that, see, this is a sugar cane. Okay, where am I? Okay, here. Okay, if I am telling this is a sugar cane and you will be getting the desired thing, will you trust me? You trust me? See, this is the seed of sugar cane. You will be able to grow this in Arunachal, I suppose, and you will be having a very good yield. So will you trust me or not? Is it? Will you trust me? If I'm telling you, see, this is cross-hybridized. I have mixed two genes, one from UP, one from Maharashtra, and this sugarcane is very good to grow in Arunachal as well. So will you trust me or not? Tell me. That we have done the selection process, we have done the every process, we have done hybridization. So you will be asking me that yes, after hybridization, did you do the next steps? Next step means selection. And did you test the superior recombinants? Selection plus testing the superior recombinants. So what we have now is, we want to select and test the superior recombinants. So we would be doing is self-pollination of plants for several generations. So I must have taught you this thing, that back cross, test cross. Okay. Okay, you can trust me, but obviously if somebody XYZ is like who is not aware, you're not aware about the person, obviously you will have trust issues, isn't it? If it is not me, you will have trust issues. I mean to say that. So what you want to do is that, okay, so show me the data, what you have, that is testing of the superior recombinants. Have you done that? You will ask them questions. That is this going to work out ahead also? So several generations, you have to go for self-pollination. What is self-pollination? Self-pollination is basically a process where the pollen from the same plant is made to fall on the stigma of the same plant. Preferably same flower will also be called as self-pollination. Same flower or same plant. So it's basically no genetic recombination. So you're just going to get pure line. That is what is Mendel also did. So Vinny sir must have taught you all those things. So you are going to do this till they are uniform in their character. So this is a tedious process. Okay, just mixing up genes from UP and Maharashtra will not give me the result. I have to undergo self-pollination to understand that if they are uniform in characters. Okay, it's not like some of them are going to produce good yield and some of them are not going to give you similar results. So what you are going to do is that you are going to undergo self-pollination. Then after self-pollination, you are going to test it, release it, and now I will be selling it to you. That is, see, this is the wheat particular sugarcane variety. So it is commercialization of new cultivars. So it takes a huge amount of patience, a huge amount of hard work before doing these kinds of experiments. It is a tedious process. Growing these plants in research fields. So you will be growing these plants in research fields. Under ideal fertilizer, irrigation, etc., plus testing on farmer's field also. So you are going to research field, going to irrigate it, and then you are going to test it on farmer's field. So now you are going to have an excess. This is what is the final point, final product you will be getting. So this process is very tedious. This is thought to be easy, but yes, it takes a huge amount of time. It takes a huge amount of patience, hard work, isn't it? There are decades of hard work behind each variety of crop we are using, sugarcane, wheat, rice, All these things are having a huge background behind them. Let's see quickly the steps once again. The first step happens to be collection of the germ plasm. So you need to know about all the varieties of rice from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to, what is it? Deep down east. What is it? Which state is in the eastmost part of the country? Let me see. I'm talking to those people only. Yes, the easternmost part of our country. No answers. The easternmost part of our country. Yes, children. I'm waiting for your response. I will be collecting from that part also. Yes. Yes. Sort of. Yes. You are asking me? Why St. Paul's? You are asking me. Shillong, what do you think? Okay, this is your homework again. Find out the easternmost state of our country. The state which is the easternmost on the latitude, on the longitude of our country. Find it out. No, don't give me option. You are going to write the seven sister states now. St. Paul's, don't ask me questions. That is your homework. You are going to find out and tell me. Okay? I know, but let me see how much you know. Let's go back home and find out. Now this is what is basically collection of the variability. I will be collecting the germ plasm. Then I will be evaluating it. Select the plant, obviously the parent plants. After selection of the parent plant, I will be cross-hybridizing it to get my resultant hybrid, and then the hybrid will be selected, tested on superior recombinants. So after testing, what I need is, uniform character, pure line we will be developing, and once the pure line is, yes, it is Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so when you are testing it, it should be released, tested after finally testing, you should be released and commercialized for new cultivars. New cultivars means it should go to where? It should go to our fields, the common man field or the farmer's field. So these are the steps what we actually are interested in the plant breeding experiments. Okay? Done with this? Everybody clear with the idea? Clear, everybody? Okay. Fine. Very good. Now let's see what are the different varieties of crops we have developed till date. First let us start with wheat and rice. So what we have in wheat and rice, so first and foremost, in 1963, there were two wheat varieties which were grown. What were they? Sonalika and Kalyan Sona. Both of them were introduced. And what we have is semi-dwarf rice varieties derived from IR8. So this IR8, and we have is Taichung, Native 1, were introduced in India in 1966. And apart from them, Jaya, Ratna, this is again wheat variety, Jaya and sorry, this is rice varieties also developed in India. So this was what was done. So we have Sonalika, Kalyan Sona. We have IR8. We have Taichung Native 1. And so we need to run 6 names from here. 4 for rice and 2 for wheat. Okay. Next we have sugar varieties. Did you copy everything? All of you, Shillong, St. Paul, St. Joseph, Senapati, Churachandpur, Itanagar, Aiswal. Am I clear up to this? Everybody, all the centers. Are we clear? Okay, fine. Copy, please copy. Good Kohima, keep it up. Arunachal Pradesh, good Ruby. The name itself is Arunachal, isn't it? Arun means sun, Anchal means the surroundings. So the name itself indicates that it is the first state where the sun rays are falling first. Okay, fine. So we'll move ahead to sugarcane now. See, the UP Maharashtra story was a story. What we have done is that we are crossing 2 varieties of Saccharum barberry. Barberry is a species, and Saccharum officinarum. And after crossing both of them, what we get to have? We have a new variety with high yield, thick stems, high sugar, and ability to grow in sugarcane. Okay, wait for some time please. I will be doing that once I complete this. Just copy this in the meantime. St. Paul's. Ability to grow in the sugarcane areas of North India. So this is what we think about sugarcane crossing. So what is sugarcane? Saccharum barberry, Saccharum officinarum, and then both of them are crossed, hybridized. We're selecting the parents in the first step, and after selecting parents, we are going to do cross hybridization, high yielding, thick stems, high sugar, plus ability to grow in sugarcane areas of North India. So this is what my output is. Okay. There's a slide, 2 lines about millets, and then move to plant breeding section, St. Paul's. So I need to write 2 lines about millet. I will finish the class after the millet section. Just 2 lines. Okay, fine, thank you. Now let's talk about millets. So what are millets? This is hybrid. So maize is a millet. I don't know how many of you know jowar. But jowar and bajra are the kinds of crops which are grown in arid region like Rajasthan. So you will be having more of bajre ka roti. You must have heard about that. Bajre ka roti and all those things. So this is a kind of crop which is grown in the areas where the soil has less moisture content. So hybrid maize, jowar, bajra have been developed in India. India, and all those are water resistant. So they can grow in very, very arid conditions, water stress, and at the same time they give very good yield, are high yielding also. Okay? So this is about millets, jowar, bajra, makka. Maize is makka, the corn. Done? Clear, everybody? Shillong, just give me a thumbs up if you are clear with everything. Yes, children, very good. Keep it up. Yes. Did you copy everything? Did you copy everything? St. Paul's up till now? Except the C section of the plant breeding, E section. Okay, nice. Just scroll. In case you did not copy, waiting? Shall I wait? Shillong? Okay, you copied, I guess. That was a thumbs up, I guess. Okay. Yes, where were you, St. Joseph, till now? You were there in the starting of the class and now you have appeared. Where were you? Huh? See, St. Paul's, you wanted to copy this? Please copy. Okay, where were you, St. Joseph, till now, children? You appeared in the starting of the class. Little bit of D also. Okay, fine. Any other center? Did you miss something, writing something? Any of the other centers who missed writing something? Tell me please. So we will be doing some, we will finish this chapter first in the next class, and then we will be doing some question sections from the different state boards, from CBSE. Obviously those who are having CBSE board, they will be doing from CBSE sections. We will have a mixed bag. Because obviously all the questions are important. I am teaching you in the same way because you people are having almost same syllabus. Okay. Almost same, or what? Same syllabus in fact. I have gone through everybody's syllabus and it is same. I found it to be same. So no need to worry about it. We will do some questions in the next class, and obviously NEET, MCQ questions also. So we will be discussing all those things in the next class of health and disease and strategies for enhancement of food production. All those things we will discuss. Okay. So let me know if the class was clear to one and all. Just let me know please if the class was clear. Yes, Shillong? Since I can see you, you are always on the top of the list. Since you are always... Okay, Kohima? Kohima children? It's clear? St. Paul? St. Joseph? Okay, chat room was blocked. Seriously, this is an issue? Okay. Did you understand everything, St. Joseph, till now? Okay. Intanagar, Churachampur, Aizwal, children, everything is clear? Senapati? Okay, child, very good. Yes, very good. Just let me know in case, keep your doubts on hold till next week. Okay, Churachampur, bye. You seem to be in very hurry. Okay, it's okay. So, we will be doing a new chapter, we will be completing this chapter in the next class, and we'll do some questions. Keep your questions on hold. We will have good discussion in the next class. Okay, good night. Thank you so much. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.